What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We have a really slow tech news day, but we do have a kind of thought-provoking tweet that we want to talk about, as well as a bunch of questions from you guys. And if you didn't already, it's fun, guys. I want to be the fold king of YouTube. But anyways, I released my first impressions video of the Vivo X Fold. So check that video out. It is linked down below in the description of the video. This phone's amazing. Really, really cool phone. But without further ado, let's jump into the tweet or tech news story of the day, whatever you want to call it. So it's going to come from Ice Universe. It's about the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and basically everybody wanting everything to be in the phone, but not being able to get it because of this. Well, here it is. The tweet says, you want everything. You want a big camera, a 10x lens, a 5,000 milliamp battery, and an S Pen? You can do it, but it's gonna weigh 350 grams and have a thickness of 18 millimeters. Folding phones are meaningless. I wouldn't say folding phones are meaningless, but what he's saying is, you know, if you want that gigantic camera, because remember yesterday, if you watched yesterday's news, we talked about the Galaxy Z Fold 3 or 4, I should say, having the S22 Plus cameras, not the Ultra cameras. And then battery we know is a little bit kind of small. I think it's like 4,400 milliamps if I remember correctly. So his tweet saying like, you can't have everything, but you know what? You can have a pro version. And I think obviously the market for the folding phones, especially the Z Fold line, is kind of small, even though they're kind of selling a good amount versus, you know, every single year. It's still not to the point where it even gets close to anything like the S line, for instance. So I think that eventually we'll probably get to that pro line and we will get a phone that's, you know, bigger, heavier, bigger displays, better the best cameras, the best battery life, all that stuff. I think we will get there. We're just not there yet. And I would be perfectly okay though if Samsung was like, hey, you know what? The phone's gonna weigh a little bit more. It's gonna be a little bit bigger. It's gonna be a little bit thicker. I would personally be completely fine with that if they gave us the best cameras, if they gave us a huge battery inside, if they gave us bigger displays, if they gave us everything that we want. At that point, I would be fine with it. And I'll leave that question for you guys. Would you be okay, you know, if you had the integrated S Pen, if you had all that stuff, but the phone was thicker and the phone was heavier, would that be okay with you? Let me know in the comments down below. With that said, let's jump into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that beat. First question comes from Michael Walker. Is the Vivo Fold your new daily driver phone, or are you still using the Z Fold 3? So currently still using the Z Fold 3, and to make this my daily phone, which I'm not against, I have to put the SIM card in here, which I am going to do eventually. And then I also have to get a pop socket for it, which takes, you know, whatever. And I do want to get a case that I really like, because I don't like the case that they gave me with it. I don't like those folio type cases. And then at that point, potentially. And I mean, I still like the software right now better on the Z Fold 3, but I like almost everything else better about this phone at that point. So we'll see. Right now, no though. Massimo Carelli saying, hello mate, I have never backed up my phone to Samsung when getting the new. I used to copy one-to-one with Smart Switch. How does it work with no original phone? When I send it to Samsung, does Google have a full backup, or I back up locally with Smart Switch on the PC? I mean, use Samsung Cloud. It can back up your photos. I don't like backing up my photos. I like backing them up to Google Photos instead. So it'll show you what syncs up. If you search for cloud in settings and then you go into Wi-Fi sync or whatever it's called, from there and then you hit the three dots on the top right and you see what's there. But basically it syncs your Samsung calendar, your Samsung contacts, your Bluetooth, your reminders, your Samsung internet, your Samsung notes, Samsung Pass. Wi-Fi is also saved. It looks like it doesn't save your home screens per se. The app is sync turned on settings. So I don't think it's gonna save that, unfortunately. Yeah, That's the only sucky part. But if you use like a third-party launcher, a lot of the times you can back those third-party launchers, the info, the way you have everything set up to the cloud. So I would use a combination of Samsung Cloud and Google Backup. Google Backup will back up some similar type stuff as well, such as contacts and photos and videos and things like that. Shajil Sazad says, after seeing Vivo and Oppo phones have zero, I think he means basically zero or negligible crease and hard to see, do you want Z Fold 4 to get rid of the crease because it truly ruins the S Pen experience? It does. I don't use the S Pen, and the crease does not. I mean, I feel it, I see it but it doesn't bug me at all. But I will admit that on the Vivo X Fold, I mean, you can see it and stuff, but I don't know. It's a little less there, which is pretty cool, but it doesn't bug me at all. Jonathan Oren says, I have noticed every time a new model of a phone comes out, Samsung, Pixel, Apple, usually it's overhyped. We seem like we're getting disappointed every time a new phone comes out. Why is that? Well, it's one thing. So we've come to maturity of phones, you know, specifically phones that are, this isn't a candy bar phone, but candy bar phones like that. They're boring. I agree. They don't excite me anymore that much. The folding, the flipping, that's what's in the sliding phones. That's what's in rollables. That's what the future of phones are. And then also glasses, you know, smart glasses, that's the future. But, you know, it's like anything in life, you know, you have to buy stuff to keep these companies going, to keep jobs going. It's just the way life is, unfortunately, in a capitalist type environment, or good thing, however you look at it. So, yeah. There you guys go. Original As Plays says Samsung is producing double the quantity for both the Fold 4 and Flip 4. Do you think both of these phones will sell double than the 3s? I think the Flip 4 might sell better if price is reduced. Flip 4, I think they both will sell better. Now, will they sell double? I don't know about double, but they definitely will sell more. These devices are going to continue to get more and more popular, especially as the price comes down. And our last question again from Original As Arizona Plays. Do you edit your videos yourself or do you have an editor? I do everything myself. I don't have anybody helping me with any part of the video making process at all. So I handle the recording, the editing, the talent, if you want to call it that, the scripting. I don't really script, but sometimes I'll write notes down and stuff of what to talk about. But I do all that part myself, and then occasionally I hire people for like graphics things and sometimes to help out with social media type things, but generally I do everything myself. So there you guys go. Have a great day. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below with the word question as the first word, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.